Welcome to the show, Spittin Pollaseedz. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Spittin Pollaseedz.
Yeah, here we go in the building once again, Spittin Pollaseedz. Hey, tune in. Get them cars going tonight. It's a nice topic. How do I remain faithful? We need y'all to call in on this one. I know we got a bunch of people out there that struggle with this one.
I'm glad you said, how do you remain faithful? Yeah. He didn't include us.
Said, how do we remain faithful?
Oh, we have to
I said we.
No, he could have. No, he could have said you.
You included? Look at him.
He could say I.
Pretty coat on now. He act like he didn't been faithful in all his relationships.
All of them, except the last one.
All of them.
So wait. So are we telling the truth on this on this one, or are we not?
But I don't know.
I don't know. It's a mythical thing.
Is that how you started?
Yeah. Hey. No, we telling the truth.
Okay. I thought this was
our
a show about our truth.
Hey, on Spittin Pollaseedz, we always speak our truth.
Exactly.
That's what I thought.
Well, how was y'all week, man? Let's start with that.
Yeah, let's start with that.
How was y'all week?
My week was wonderful.
You look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
No.
I have to keep up the image.
Oh my God! Anybody that wear a coat,
it's cold outside, man.
Require flea powder on it.
It's cold outside.
My man,
where is your flea powder?
Canoe. What about you, Trevor? How was your week?
Man, I had an awesome week twice, man. We had Martin Luther King Day event at the shop, and it was supposed to be from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock, and we ended up finishing by 11 o'clock, and we had one of the ladies from that actually had a home for a halfway house and another home for children. We also had some of the people that needed it, that lived in her home, and they also helped us package their own care packages. So to see that happen on Monday for Martin Luther King Day was awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Testimony.
be back once again next week,
testimony.
next Wednesday.
It's
we out of time.
Irv, how was your week, bro?
Man, I had a great week, man. Busy week, preparing for this tour, man, and learning music, and I had a great week, man.
Yes.
Kev, how was your
Man, I'm here, bro. It was cool, man. Busy. I ain't long. Yeah, today was a long day, man. Trying to work and get to my boys' game, and I missed that one tonight because of traffic. 405 traffic, man.
Man, hey,
Are
you new to LA? Who's new to LA in here?
Damn.
What? Belize
ain't
don't have a.
nobody
they don't have.
Yeah,
no
Belize don't have no. Do they have a freeway?
They got
We have
roads.
roads.
Yeah,
We have roads in
Ruined.
Belize.
They got ruined.
And then the
Dirt road.
And doors. Doors
and
is
then
a
the
small
name
boat.
is written on the dirt. Y'all don't have no signs over there either. Huh? You got to pull over, get out, and go look and see where you are. Where street is this? What road is this?
It's understood. It's understood.
Understood. Yeah.
So who gonna kick this off?
You go ahead.
Who gonna kick it off?
You said you've been faithful, so they want
I
to hear
said
from
my
you.
last relationship.
That was the only one?
That was the only one.
Let's deal with the question, man.
Faithful.
How do you remain faithful? How do you remain faithful?
Well, from my standpoint,
Thank you for tuning in.
from my standpoint, it starts with the right relationship, right? I think that's because sometimes we get in a relationship and it's not the right relationship, and that it's hard to stay committed to something that's not right.
Completely.
Exactly.
And a lot of gentlemen end up in relationships and don't know how they got in a relationship. So that's already
and don't know how to exit the relationship.
Exactly,
So they gonna take the next comer and
the next,
quickly. At least I would. The next comer.
Wrong choice of words, bro.
The next comer.
Wrong choice of
Damn.
words.
That would be a wrong
Wrong
choice of words, especially in this group. But we're not the professionals, especially not me, on staying faithful in a relationship. So we would definitely like to hear from our
I
audience.
mean, we can hear from our audience in a minute, but
because
we need to deal with
this
it
is
ourselves.
not therapy.
Don't try to just throw it.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to throw it on the audience.
Throw it on the
Hey,
audience.
can I get a lifeline?
But this is
Can I
not
get a
therapy,
lifeline?
so
Yeah,
y'all,
I think it
can't
starts.
sue us.
Let me tell you, I think it starts. I'll dive in. I think it starts with a conscious decision. You gotta, for one, you gotta have a mind state that I'm going to be faithful.
Right.
That's first. Second of all, like you said, you have to have the right partner
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
to where you're benefiting and she's benefiting. Another thing is, like, let me tell you a story. Like, I didn't really start respecting relationships until I dated someone that was really my friend.
And
You know what
how
I mean?
old were you then?
I mean, I forget. It escapes
I
my
mean,
mind.
I mean, because I'm
Come
just
on,
saying,
brother. This is the next question.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you ain't gonna catch me that way, buddy. So what I'm saying, I dated a friend, and I cheated, and I got caught, and it wasn't until I saw the effects of my behavior and how it affected her and how it almost broke her. You know what I mean? In a sense that I really started to be like, oh man, this is crazy, because in the past I don't want to say I didn't care about relationships, but I didn't see them in that light.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then another thing, like, you never really, I think I was talking to Trev about this earlier today. You never really realize how much cheating is on television until you got caught and you're trying to fix your relationship.
Right.
You can't go to a movie. You can't watch a commercial.
You can't even listen to the radio.
You can't
because
listen.
all the songs
One of the
come
songs come
No.
on and you sitting next
No.
to her and she looking like
No, but
she's
dig this.
trying to forgive you.
No, but dig this.
Can I finish, please? You didn't want to start. Man. She's trying to forgive you, kid. But she is hard because that scab is being pulled off every publication you can think, a magazine or whatever.
A condom commercial.
A condom commercial, whatever, dog.
Trojan.
It just reminds them.
Trojan man.
Yeah. So one way that I implement on remaining faithful or being faithful is being with a person that you respect so much that you see what you have to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
value
mean?
in that
So
person.
you got to value your mate.
I agree.
So, have you ever experienced that? Have you to a person that you valued enough to not step out?
Well, I mean, yeah. After that relationship, I had a whole new set of morals. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I really saw the effect that I had on the person that I really love, not just in a relationship sense, but as a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I think it comes with age, and
Yes,
it's
definitely.
not everybody don't get it at a certain age. You find some faithful people all through high school and that has never dated anybody else. You know what I mean? You have those kids, and then you have somebody out there 75 and still ain't tripping. He's still a Mac.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just when that switch is turned on, when you tired of everything else, to me, that's when you start to value what a relationship really stands for.
Right. True.
And you'll cheat less or not at all.
Yeah. I think
I'm just keeping it real. That's why I said less.
Cheat less.
Come
Cheat
on.
less.
Yeah, you'll cheat less.
I'm just gonna cheat on her one time.
You're right.
No, I'm not valid.
Just one time, not twice.
Yeah, I'm not condoning it. But and another thing is, you have to be there for your mate. You know what I mean?
I think it's in the selection process. If you don't select the right person, if that person is not a compliment to you, if you don't value that person, you gonna cheat on them.
But you could value her, and then she can go through a period to where she's not paying you attention, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And you're not getting what you need, and she's not getting what she needs. I mean, you had dogs before, right?
Yeah.
If you're not feeding your don't look like that, little bit. If you're not feeding your dog, this is an example. Your dog is going to get out.
Right.
And he's going
Get
to
out
eat.
the yard.
He's going to get out the yard.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the truth. Maybe, what? All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. Trev? Well, Trev ain't been in a
Yeah, Trevor
relationship
ain't-
in so long, so he
My
don't
thing
Trevor
is,
don't remember.
I
And he
think,
even
I
scared
think
to speak
dogs
now.
is probably the wrong choice of words, but hey, I'm listening. I'm taking in what you guys are saying.
You want to say chickens or something? Huh?
That's a Belizean
Yeah,
thing.
but a
They
Belizean animal?
domesticate their chickens.
Yeah, iguana.
Go get Red Rooster out the yard.
Come on.
Get his chin.
No, but I think
Yeah.
even when we talk about maturity, at a certain age, I was not thinking about being faithful. To be honest, you know what I mean? After a certain age, yeah, in my 20s, was I thinking about like getting a girlfriend and being faithful to her and settling down and being married? Hell no.
We grew up in a time where Playboys was glorified.
Right.
Pimps was glorified.
Yeah.
I had
definitely.
a shirt that said Playboy.
Yeah, I mean, I've had all kinds
Yeah,
of.
the
I used to
little
draw
Playboy-
the Playboy rabbit on
So,
stuff.
but I think after you
Yeah.
reach a certain age, and I'm gonna say
Remember the
mid
Playboy
30s,
song?
I think you're ready to settle down and be in a committed relationship if you find the right person.
Yeah.
That's my contention, is finding the right person. I'm not gonna be committed to a person that I don't feel is right for.
Right for you.
Yeah, but the thing is it's not cheating if you're not committed. So we're talking about someone that actually you've committed to or you investing in.
Yeah, and sometimes it's you commit to a person because they have put, in some cases, what I've experienced, they put up a facade like I'm going to be this dutiful wife or girlfriend,
Completely.
and I'm gonna be this or that, and then you get into it, and then you find out this person is not
Yeah,
who
man.
they say they are, and
But-
then I'm looking for the exit stage left, but sometimes that, you know, and doing it in a mature manner is telling her like, hey, this is not working out.
And that's
Let's
what I'm
part
saying.
ways.
The truth matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm at the point in my life where I mean, it's either it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. Like let's save each other the
heartache,
heartache, and all that.
Excuse me.
Like and sometimes you'll find people that feel a certain way about you that you don't feel the same way about them. Some people aren't strong enough to address that, and not accept it. And those are the people I was talking about that end up in relationships and don't know how they got there.
Yeah, you wake up and I'm gonna be like, ah, damn, she ready to go get married, and I.
No, or you
not
wake
even-
up oh yes. So what you about to do?
Look at your time.
uh,
Yeah, you right.
What would be befitting if you wake up and you smell breakfast? That's probably
come
a
on,
keeper.
come on. Now that'll help.
That's probably
on,
a keeper
bro.
right there. See, there's a difference between a keeper and then the one you just
yeah.
kind of let
and
that
for those
fade
out there,
away.
we have a lady on the show that is our engineer, Brittany, and she's laughing. So she's showing us when something hits home and when something is crazy too. So Britt,
Right.
Hey, you can call in too. You can call in. We want your view. We want your views on how to be faithful. And just to be clear, it's not just men that have an issue with being faithful, because I think,
but we're talking about men today.
yeah, but I think
I
sometimes
mean, women can jump in here. You can call
women can,
because you got a lot of women that ain't faithful.
yeah, that ain't faithful. Like they could be struggling too with some issues.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. Okay. So who's in a relationship on the panel?
Well, we already
For
know
real.
that guy down there at
For
the
real.
end.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
know I'm
we
the
have
only
some,
one
We have some
on the-
new. I mean, so
Besides,
Brittany don't know those.
Well,
So
you
she
right.
ain't
Okay.
looking at all
Brittany,
of us
I'm-
like.
me and Vel
Yeah.
married. I'm not
Yeah.
there yet, but I'm in a relationship with a.
Oh,
beautiful
everybody in
woman.
relationship, raise their hand.
You know, I'm on camera. You know she looking. What else
I mean,
can I? I can
What else can you do? Look, he said, what else can he do?
I mean, that's a beautiful
No,
place
yeah,
to
it
be.
is.
I
It
aspire
is.
to, to
I
be
got
you, buddy.
man. Because the thing is, it was a long time coming though. You know,
Yeah.
just like you know how the women say how many frogs you kissed before you got to
Man.
the prince. So I don't know what we can use for as how many for as females. I don't know what y'all
Well,
want
let
to call
Trevor
them.
pick because
You
I picked the wrong animal earlier. So
But-
you pick one, Trev.
Goldfish. Yeah, what?
Yeah.
A goat.
Yeah,
Gonna be like a goat.
A curry,
Goat.
yeah.
Herding sheep.
But just like well, I was punked into my relationship. You know,
I mean, that's why I asked you though, because you're in a relationship, so you have you may have a different take on.
Well, now,
this
but
subject.
see, just like what P saying, you go through. You know, we came up under the era of the movie Superfly and them kind of dudes.
Superfly.
So you know, they always had multiple women. So that's how we was pretty much came up under. Now I try to teach my sons different.
Yeah.
You know,
because we know different.
Because we know different now. But
fight the power, buddy.
But would you tell your son to be in a committed relationship?
I
at
know.
the age
I
that
just
they're in,
you know, no,
right
I
now?
wouldn't tell them to go that far because they still too young.
Yeah,
But,
I think so.
I mean, you can have a friend, you know, that you know that's
multiple friends.
Well, you can have multiple friends, but you know, one mean a little bit more than the others. So, you know, I teach them to respect.
Yeah.
You know, young ladies. You know, and they'll tell you that. So, you know, it's just try to teach them something that how we didn't come up. You know,
Yeah.
Because how you remember when we used to be at the church and we'd have musicals, and then ask you, how many you bringing? Well, I'm bringing 2. All right, well, I'm gonna bring 3.
I mean, they were just friends.
Yeah,
though.
but yeah, friends, just friends.
Yeah,
you know,
it was just friends that we was trying to convert into,
yeah,
And the-
we bring to the Lord.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I mean, here's some gospel music and come to the Lord. So, yeah, but we used to be in competition all the time. And then amongst each other, we put pressure amongst each other. I mean, you couldn't just have no booger wolf.
No,
You had to have you had the ones
had
you
to be a
had.
peeper.
You had to have them. They had to look good. So, you know, it took me some time to, you know.
So I have a question for you. You said pressure. You being in a relationship, how does pressure work now? Like, do you go out with your single friends? They may be going to the club. Doesn't that add a little weight on being committed?
Well, the only time I go to the club is when one of my boys or somebody having a birthday or the furnace is playing somewhere.
Yeah. That's
So
the only time
I don't have.
go.
Yeah, that's the only time I really go to a club. And let me tell you, the reason why I say I was pressure is because she just put it out there. Look, it ain't finna be this. I go all the way. So you need to let me know what you gonna do.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. But the thing is,
and you got a good one too.
Yeah,
let me say that.
She
like
definitely,
we don't commend brothers enough on when they find the right one, somebody that compliment them or that's willing to go all the way. It doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, but I think somebody that's willing to fight with you and fight for it.
Yeah, and she has definitely been there for me, and my kids, So, and it's the same thing, giving right back.
So you are like I said before. I look at you and think it's possible, man.
It is. It is.
Coming
man.
from where he's come from.
From where I come from. I mean, we know each other's past.
Yeah, absolutely.
And where we started and where we are today. So, you brothers know. So that I thank you for recognizing that. And I'm a changed man.
No, for real.
I'm not the same cat.
Yeah.
That I was.
But if you got a real friend, he will respect where you are in life and respect your relationship and pull your coattail when you tripping. You know what I mean? That
right.
We're there now.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
So a good friend could help you be faithful.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah. And somebody that's gonna be real with you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely.
Because you have good friends that won't step up or that will help you further go down the wrong road.
Yeah, help you cheat.
Like Trevor.
Yeah. And then
Trevor will help you cheat. Trevor will. You do not need her. Just have several. I've had conversations in his chair that led me to just go home and just dump her. Get the hell out the house.
Trevor's the devil.
Trevor.
He's saying
he don't got that red W on his
back. You don't need her, man.
No. I'm probably just an outlier in terms of the way I see relationships and things of that nature. My thing is, and this is just me, I think that courting and someone had sent me a message just now. I think we've gotten away from courting, for one. For two, I think effective communication would help uplift the relationship, and that's the glue that helps to seal it together. And someone else just mentioned that there is no perfect relationship. So if we keep those things in mind, if I see one of my friends going down a path of you guys are not communicating, you're not fulfilling the purpose, you guys are looking for perfection so much to where you're being critical of one another, let that go. You need to help yourself and help that other person and just move forward knowing that we're okay with not being in this relationship.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
So
Y'all been
are you
doing all
saying
the
the
talking.
open communication is that you're saying you would tell a woman that we're not going to be faithful, so
No.
There's no reason to.
You
No, I'm asking the question.
I said
because
no.
in open communication, because everybody wants to know how do you remain. How have you ever been faithful?
I've been faithful before, yes.
Once or twice?
When I was in relationships, I was faithful.
Every time you were in a
When I was
relationship.
in a
would be when
relationship,
you were-
He
I was
is
faithful.
an outlier.
Yeah,
And
he did.
is a
Now I know what that
liar.
means.
He is a
No.
outlier.
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this.
He said when I was in a relationship, I was faithful.
No.
That's when that would be the perfect time to be.
Man.
But see, here's the thing.
What tools did you use to remain faithful?
Listen.
Okay.
My thing was self-discipline. The self-discipline
Part
and
of it. Yeah.
controlling myself, that is what made me faithful, because it's the essence of a woman. I mean, to be honest with you, geez, if a man can fight that, then I give him his much respect, because there are way more women than there are men. True or true? So now I have to discipline myself. But for me,
To only take 3 or
no,
take 1?
no. My thing is this: if I'm in a relationship and it's not going anywhere, it's best that I let you know that we don't need to be going any further. And it's gotten to the point where I firmly believe, listen, I don't need to abuse you mentally or physically. The absence of my presence is enough for you, because I'm going to love you so much that it's my absence that's going to hurt you. So when I tell you, or if there's a threat of me leaving, that I've had enough, and you tell me, no, we're not breaking up, okay, I'm telling you now, if you think we're not going to break up, I'm going to do what you consider as cheating. I need to leave this relationship. No, we're not breaking up. We're going to work on it. Yeah, but I told you I don't like it. I'm not into this, yada, yada, yada. If you want to do it, okay, fine. Trevor is going to cheat on you. What? I can't believe you told me that. I'm cheating. I want to break up. Can I go? It's over with.
Trevor, hold on, buddy.
Hold on. Someone they
hold
do
on,
that.
buddy. Who was that?
It's like, is that
Who,
cheating?
Hey, bro, who was that?
Is that
was what
cheating?
that to you.
He just said the spirit just came in the
No,
room.
no. But hold up. On a
this
serious
is-
note.
no, this
on a
is
serious
serious.
note, what ended up happening was
y'all
a
seen
few
another
times.
show, y'all would understand this.
I'm
And
not saying-
February is coming up, too.
Hey, I'm not saying February ain't happening for me. So what ended up happening was, because I didn't know that this person was hurt before, I'm going to end up hurting you. It's best that either you're a glutton for pain, or you're not seeing this. You're not seeing that you're the
she wouldn't
poison
let you
in
leave.
this.
She wouldn't
Let's
let you
get
leave.
therapy. You don't want to get therapy? We need to break up. No, we're not breaking up? Okay, I'm cheating. Because you're not making me feel loved over here. You're not making me feel respected. You're not showing me that you cherish me. I'm going to go, and any man will go to where he feels cherished, where he feels uplifted, where he feels like a king. I don't care if you treat me like a king for 8 minutes.
That's how long?
If that's I'm usually But see,
he telling on
look,
himself.
Hey, I don't know this.
but
8
the
minutes.
truth is, a man. We're the givers of love. We are the ones that give. We're even made that way. We are the giver. She's the receiver. We're made that way. Somebody gonna tell me, no, young cat was talking about he gonna go get him some and yada yada yada. I said, dude, look, I never got any. What? You got 2 kids? No, I've always given. I have not received.
Okay. He right there.
One of those minutes. This is one of those moments.
So
So if that's the
I'm
case,
giving.
right? I'm always giving. I'm not. Just give me respect. It is required for her to give me respect. If you're not gonna respect me, just like you need and require love, a man needs and requires respect. If you can't give it, there's no reciprocity. And reciprocity, no, it don't work for me. In the exchange between the giver and the receiver starts to feel as if you owe her. I'm cool.
All right, reciprocity.
That's one of the tenets that I live by.
Hey man, wait, hold on. Give me a hug, man.
Come on, look at it.
Give me a hug, man. Boy.
Hey, are we ready to take some calls?
If they are not afraid to call in.
I mean, this is a topic that a lot of people probably will scave across.
I think it's some honest brothers out there that'll call in and give their perspective.
Are some honest sisters?
I got a few honest brothers that, now here go the twist. I got a few honest brothers that can't call in and they got to be anonymous. Because within the last few, let's just say, hell, a woman going to go back a few years on you. True or true. You remember that time when we were 3 and you cheated on me? You like, yeah, we're 90. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just that it's a lot of guys that still get their shortcomings thrown in their face.
Okay.
There's a lot of men that can try to be in this relationship and try to reconcile, but still have that shortcoming be thrown in their face.
Watch this, Pete. Have you ever been faithful? We didn't ask you that.
Yeah, I've been faithful.
He said the last one.
In a relationship.
In a relationship.
You gotta word it right. For him.
In a relationship, I've been faithful.
Does it take you a long? For me, it takes a long time for me to be in a
relationship.
Does it take a long time for you to be in a relationship?
Yeah, it takes some time.
What about
you? That sounds like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a call. Hello, welcome to Spittin Pollaseedz. Thank you. State your name and give us your comment or question. I'm sorry, we didn't hear you.
What's your name?
Boy, Rollo Mac, man. What's the deal? How you
Rollo. Well, Rollo, what's up?
Hey, Rollo.
What's the word, man?
You listening to it?
You got it, man. Come on and talk to us, bro.
I talked to EP earlier, man, and I told him this was a beautiful topic, man.
Yeah. Do you have a comment about it? Let's hear yours.
Yeah. Like I told my bro earlier today, man. If you want to be faithful, you just gotta stay at home, man. Just stay your ass at home.
I'm cool.
I
disagree.
With your family.
I disagree.
Be with your family, man. Listen. No, because the thing about it is
this work for him.
The true shit. A man cheats because he wants to cheat. It ain't got nothing to do with the other person, bro.
Right.
And a female too.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
often
real shit. It's so much temptation. It's so much temptation no matter where you go. You just got to keep your head on straight, man, and be about your business and love your woman enough to you know what I'm saying, to be faithful to her and not and really not cheat yourself, because when you do that you cheat yourself, man, and that's just the bottom line, man. That's
You're right, brother.
I agree.
You're right.
I agree with
I
that.
don't.
Like
Not
I'm
about
saying, me.
Trevor,
I don't agree.
Trevor don't agree.
Home, man.
Not
I don't
about
agree.
the staying at home part, but to me, when somebody cheat, when somebody cheat, that's a selfish act, man. That's something that person is dealing with. It's not the other person, you know. So I definitely agree with you on that one.
So you're saying?
So if you're not,
go ahead,
brother. So you mean to tell me that if you are not a selfish person and you can go out to a club, a party, a bar mitzvah, hell, a monkey circumcision. If you want to go out, you can't do it because you gotta stay home because of this person.
That was.
You mean it's
making
like
that work.
I'm not getting that. Why not go out with her? Why not go out and display your queen? Why not go out and she gonna trust me on the way to work, on the way to church, wherever she goes or you go. Even if you're together or not, you guys are still gonna see some cool people, some attractive people, some nice spirits. So why not go out and be who you are as one? Versus I have to stay home. I'm not going to stop being me because you here now.
No.
I
I
agree
was
with that.
I was joking. I was joking, bro,
joking,
when I was saying staying at home. But I actually really believe that it's a selfish act, and you do it because that's what you want to do. That's the choices that you make. You know what I'm saying? As a man, as a woman, as adults, those are the choices that we make. But at the same time, I agree 100%. When you out with your girl, sometimes that's when other females, they see how you treat your girl, and they want to pick up on that. They want to see if they could try to get a piece of that or put a dent in that armor.
You right.
So it's really up to the man to be a man and to say, listen, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, no matter how much temptation, this is my girl, and I'm not trying to lose what I got. So I got to keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. And that's just the bottom line, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your call, man.
Setting the tone,
No
bro.
doubt, no doubt,
That was
man.
good. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
We have a lot of men that are in a relationship and are married and are loyal and dedicated by choice because that's what they want to do. But they also have gone through some speed bumps in their relationships, but they're still there and they're still trying to reconcile. What do you guys feel about trying to reconcile after something has happened? Because that's so important. Forgiveness
I would
is one
struggle
thing.
with that, bro. I don't know. Especially now, I don't think I can do it. Because the thing is, just, you you gonna catch yourself, man, every time she leave the house. I don't want to, get to that point to where I'm putting a bug in her car, and I'm picking up her phone when she's sleeping. I'm going through her her messages or her, that's too much, man. That take way too much energy. So I would definitely, I'll be done with it.
I respect that. I think I'm a little opposite when it comes to that. Like, it just depends on the person and the relationship and what we have vested, and because I'm not perfect, and I'm like I mentioned on a previous show that, like, who knows in the future, like, I might need grace when it comes to something. It may not just be cheating, it may be something else, another aspect of the relationship where I fall short. You just never know. So it's a case by case situation for me. That's a yeah for me, dog.
Okay. my thing. Okay. So when you add and see, I hear you.
Yeah.
But just like you say, if I fall short somewhere else, I think that can be fixed. I think that can be worked out. But when a woman gives herself to another man, that man have tapped in. When males, I ain't gonna say, when men cheat, mainly it's for sport. Because there's no strings attached.
Well, you got some men that in the relationship they're not addressing what the real issue is, so they'll go find a side piece and really love them more than they love what's at home.
Yeah, you had that. You had that.
So, like I said, it's a case by case situation. It depends on the mate. I'm just strong enough now to cut it off. If we ain't working, if this is something that can't be fixed, I'm not.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think if you go out and give yourself to another man, that can't be fixed.
I'm not gonna give myself to the man.
No, I'm saying a woman. The woman.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my views are a little different. If
Orlando and Nick.
If I'm dealing with somebody, and let's say she goes on a cruise, she go on a vacation, she go to Las Vegas, she go whatever. If something happens, I don't kiss him in the mouth, wear a condom, and there's two other things you can't do. But respect yourself. That's just where I'm at with it. However, because you're an adult,
he's a swinger.
whatever. But
on a short rope.
If she cheats on, the reason why I say this is because on those situations, sometimes people fall short, get drunk, or whatever. Okay, fine. However, I'm more concerned about deceit. To be deceived is probably more important than anything else. If you told me that you paid the bill and the lights get cut off, then
I'm leaving, buddy. You can
call it leaving, but deceit on so many different areas can cause a detriment to help you, or better yet, you can't fulfill your purpose. How do you fulfill your purpose if you keep deceiving me? You cheating is one thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
Cheat.
But now we gotta get kicked out of the house. Now your car getting repossessed. There's a pair, 3-day pair quit on the front of your door. What?
I'm leaving.
Man. But
Let me see a red notice. I'm out of here.
Period.
So there's some moans in the room. Hey, you make sure you
stay.
protect
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Deceit, dishonesty,
Y'all all right?
and things of that nature. I don't want to know if you ever cheated. I don't want to, because usually if a woman does cheat and it's somebody that's in state or whatever else, she cheated for a reason. So if my woman cheated for a reason, there was something that I did. A situation is usually 90%. No, it's 10% of what happens, but it's 90% of how I respond. And then I got to look at myself and what did I do? Where did I fall short? What did I not communicate with my woman to make her go out and another man fulfill the void that
sometimes
she
they're just
needed?
not good people.
How much of that was my
period.
fault? But if she's not a good person, hopefully, like I said in the beginning, if you courted over a period of time, you have an established pattern with your mate.
Yeah.
They still change.
Yeah, they
People
still
change.
Okay, some
bro.
people grow, some people grow apart, and you
Right.
are right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if something happens and that's the situation where that person went astray and that's in town, oh, you know what? Yeah, because you cheated because that's something that you want to do, not something that I didn't do.
Here, drink some water.
I ain't thirsty.
Water, calm
I
down.
don't sound thirsty.
my thing
Dwight.
is,
I don't sound thirsty.
I hear
so
it
you
in
might
his
as well
voice.
just
I'm
you might as well just tell her to video it.
Here.
I hear it in his voice.
It's like this. Here, baby, go down to the stove. Get you some of them lamb skins. They protect you more.
You might as well
I'm
tell her
not
to set up
saying
a
that.
camera.
I'm not saying that.
I mean,
It's just that you didn't know that your girl,
No.
what you found out, so now you mad.
No.
She was in Kuwait somewhere, Guam.
No, I wasn't mad.
And it just happened.
I told her
You
that
did
was
it.
outside
We
of my-
did it. We did it. Oh, but it's okay.
We did it back then.
Yeah,
Who did it?
but we
Some
addressed that.
men.
though,
I'm not
Trev.
saying us. I'm saying some men still do that.
This is
Some
an
women still do
individual
that.
That's
Right.
Are we living in a
personal
box?
No,
relationship, bro.
hey, if that works for you, if that shoe fits, then that's your
Drink
shoe.
up, buddy.
So
But-
if I see your girl tripping, just don't even tell you.
Yeah.
She's out of pocket. If she's,
Do you want me?
Like,
What
you
you want me
understand?
to tell you, or would you want just?
He said he was
That
out
had
of state. He in London.
don't tell me nothing. It ain't my business.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Guys, if
Man,
see
You heard it
anybody-
from Trevor.
I need
That's
some.
only Trevor's view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Trevor's.
Tell me.
Don't get it
Hey,
twisted.
Tell me nothing.
Cam, tell
Let
me.
me
no.
know.
Hey,
Pete,
look.
tell me.
Hey,
player.
she know.
Let
Hey,
me
be
know.
safe.
Text
Play
me,
safe.
take a
Let me
picture and
know.
send it
Play
to
safe.
me.
Let me know.
Don't tell me nothing. Play safe.
Let me know.
Your girl out. Oh, she had a party. She want to twerk or she want to dance with her homegirls or she get buzzed. Hey man, your girl up here dancing.
No,
That's
we're
dancing.
not talking
Hey,
about
I'm talking about that.
We're
That's-
talking
we ain't
about
talking-
seeing her
all
with
of
another
them.
dude.
But
But
All
if,
of 'em.
but if she out with another dude and she on a date or something like that, like,
What
now-
are we
now you
talking
wanna
about?
know.
but then say that, make it clear.
Man, what?
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you this. Here's a quick story. Something happened to me. Here I am.
my God,
I'm on the
quick
phone with a
story?
female. I tell her, okay, look.
Those
No,
don't exist.
female next to me. Okay, I'm gonna come over. Yeah, I'm gonna mow the lawn. Okay, where's your son? Okay, I see you in a little bit. The female go off on me, start cussing and wailing. She already insecure. I'm like, damn, look, why don't we break up? Break up. You going over her house? You about to go mow her lawn? You know what? I'm out. Okay, bye. Tell you what, let me call her back. Press redial. It was my aunt. Oh, so now
Oh, I
in
see.
your mind, because
Now,
you
yeah.
want to see negative, that was true for her. I'm going over a female's house. I'm going to go mow her lawn. I don't know where her son is. Okay, I'm on my way. She take it as, oh, you about to go see some other female.
Have you?
I'm talking
That's
to her
an
right in front of you.
insecurity within
Yeah,
her.
Period.
And that's
And I don't want to
that
do what
you
it
might have
takes
contributed to.
to plant any seeds of insecurity with me.
Well, I mean, okay, so but the thing is, it didn't have to get to that point because you could have, oh, this is my aunt, or hey, auntie, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just basing it on
Right.
what you just told us.
You always
said
listen
don't
first.
kiss him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Don't what? Don't what? What else, Trev? Wear
Yeah,
condom.
wear condom.
And no, you come on, bro. You know how, and I'm just reaching back. That when you in the spur of in the heat of the moment, dudes ain't finna take time. Hey, let me roll to the liquor store. I'm just saying.
Then that's
Cats
violation. 'cause
have
if
thrown.
if she had a condom on, then that's all good.
Mm.
But if
If
she
she
didn't
ain't
have
no
one,
one-
that's violation.
Correct.
And I mean, not me. I'm speaking to what he said. Is that accurate?
That's where I was. Yeah.
Okay.
That was my mentality.
You a strong brother, man. That's
That
all
was
I'm
your
saying.
mentality,
Or
or
it
that
is-
is
It's
your
been that way. It
mentality?
still is to a certain extent. It's like, you know, man, it's like if I'm in a committed relationship, at some point maybe I'll see things differently. But right now in my life, in this season, I don't see me trying to run control over somebody else. I can control them. I can
We're
only
talking
control
about
me.
committed relationship.
You
Okay,
right,
but I don't-
okay, you
I- but
right
y'all-
now
but
don't
y'all-
even exist.
Exactly.
You
Y'all keep
irrelevant.
asking me. I was quiet.
Okay, go back to quiet. Because Trev is not trying to be
Yeah,
in
but
a relationship. So I understand all of that. Now, it
Time
makes
out.
sense. But if you were in a committed relationship, would you still have those vibes? Would you still be okay?
It's a hypothetical situation.
For
bro.
me,
Don't
it
take
is.
it
It's just
literal.
like I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Y'all
All right,
taking it literal.
move on.
We got. Yeah.
I ain't
So
threw me
does-
off.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
kiss him in the mouth.
Hey,
Wear a
if
condom.
anybody has
Something
questions,
to say.
something to offer,
Please.
please give
I
us a
knew that
call.
phone wasn't gonna ring too much tonight.
Because
I knew that.
I'm tired of listening to Trevor's antics, and we need another person, another view here. So
Well, if anybody else thinks, I mean, because it's some dudes out there that's cheating,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
then they want to come home and run their girl.
I agree.
If you're not in a committed relationship, don't put no demands on her either.
We're talking about
committed relationship.
But no, what we're
tonight,
talking about,
buddy.
get people staying
Yeah.
committed. That's what I thought we were
how
talking
to
about.
refrain from cheating?
from cheating.
Okay.
That
How
so
to-
in,
so you
in
gotta have a
order to
solid-
cheat,
you gotta have a
you have
solid-
to be in a
But
relationship.
y'all still talking about a solid,
cheat.
okay. But now, before we even get to this solid committed relationship, we got to have an understanding as
We're not-
friends first, and then
Uh-oh.
go into
Thank
that.
you, thank you. Be quiet.
Thank you, Carl.
Say it by the
Thank
bill.
you. Woo.
And Jesus.
Hi,
Hello.
this is for Trevor.
Hi, this is Shan
This is who? Who?
We can't.
Wiggins.
Who?
Hello. Shan, I'm sorry, I got a bad cold. Shan Wiggins, did I call into the show?
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What's up, Shan Williams?
Wiggins.
Wiggins. What's up,
we
mommy?
can call it off.
I know I got a cold. I sound like a man. I'm sorry.
Don't,
That's
don't,
all right.
don't worry
Don't
about them
apologize. You
silences,
good.
girl. What's your question or comment?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, when it comes to cheating or not cheating, that's something that either it's an attribute with you that, you know, when you're in a committed relationship that you innately don't cheat because that's just part of your makeup. But then there's the person that they have to make a conscious choice that they're not going to cheat. But on another page, I kind of agree with Trevor. Like, you can't control people. They're going to do what they're going to do, and you have to build your own recourse for what they're going to do.
Let me ask you this:
And
Are you in a relationship?
not right now, no.
Okay, perfect. Let me tell you this. What if I pay for you and Trevor to go out?
All right, let's
It
go.
was quiet. Oh, you.
Huh? Would you? I turned into Trevor. What
all
I got
gonna
the yeah.
I got the
We are-
cheese,
yeah,
Irv. I
yeah.
got the cheese.
I'm gonna be the
I'm
Uber
just,
driver.
I'm just saying, if you agree with Trevor on that, then man,
You guys sound like it's a
We may have a
like you guys
connection.
You
are a
can't
mate.
control
You're a
people.
match.
that's what I'm saying.
We can't,
not
we can't,
trying-
as men,
No,
we
I'm
can't
not
think.
saying to
We
marry
never
her. I'm
said-
just saying to
we never
further
said
go out
control, though,
and
Trev.
have a conversation about
We never said control. Of
Maybe.
course, we know you
Yeah,
cannot,
you cannot
control an
nobody in a
adult.
30-year marriage. You can't.
Right.
She can wake up
It's
tomorrow and
freely.
change her
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, exactly.
You're right.
It's just being
That's
faithful
true,
in the
but
relationship.
I think you can't walk through your relationship being worried about whether or not this
At
person's
all.
gonna cheat on
Either.
you when they go out. You know, they're going out with their friends, and you're like, oh God, I wonder if he's gonna cheat on me. Like, you can't
going-
live like that.
Nah, you can't.
I don't.
You can't live like
I-
that. You have to live in the moment of me and him in this relationship.
Exactly.
That's
And let's
it.
enjoy this.
That's
And-
what I'm
and-
saying.
Yeah.
I got, like I said, I got $20 I'll put on the table right now.
I'll
You
match
take
that
it
20.
anywhere you want, Trevor.
With $20?
Of course.
I got the cheese,
You
bro.
don't even know her.
So I got 10.
know her. Take it to El Tarasco's, baby.
El Trascos, baby.
No, I'm just playing with you,
That
but
Obama.
But when you get into a committed relationship and a marriage, you know, the only reason for solidified divorce would be, you know, for cheating. But when I get to that point of being in this marriage, A committed relationship, a marriage. Okay, this has gotten to the point now where this is just me and you against this world. And I think every man should get married when they realize that my purpose is bigger than just me with her back at my side. So I'm not thinking about cheating. I'm thinking about fulfilling our goals, our job, our mission, our purpose on this earth with her back at my side. So we're not even entertaining the thought of somebody else coming into that to break up this business of marriage. I'm not even entertaining that thought. But if you do, watch yourself, boo-boo. Make sure I don't find out.
I wholeheartedly agree. I do.
If there's any other women that may
like
see Trevor's perspective, please do call in and at least give the rest of the guys some clarity.
For me,
and maybe you can share what I'm saying from your perspective. So if we can have another female call in that can probably say the same thing from a different perspective, please call in. And some of my loyal homeboys.
If you exist.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call. I really appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support too, as well.
No problem.
And that's the thing. I don't walk around. You just can't. But I am a firm believer. What goes on in the dark eventually comes to the light, and then that's when you deal with that. I'm not gonna be like, well, no, you can't go and have a drink with your girls, or you can't take a girls trip, because the thing is, I can't bring my past relationship into this relationship if I want it to grow and to be successful. And at that point, another caller. Hello, caller.
Thank you for your call. Can we get your name, your comment, or your question?
Hey, Fred, this is Donovan Knighton's mom.
Hey, how you doing? Talk to me.
I'm doing good. I'm watching your podcast right now.
Okay, talk to me and share your point of view.
Okay, I want to know why when men or women start living together, they become more... Hello?
Yeah,
we're listening.
We're listening.
There's more. Oh, my God.
What happened?
We waiting on you.
When they live together, what happens? Trev, you know her?
She said, preach, Trev.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It's like when they live together, what happened? They begin to cheat when they live together?
Become more insecure.
They're more insecure when they live together?
Yeah, why they become more insecure when they live together? Why do they go through the phone while they're asleep? Why do men... Okay, because there's a men panel right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he was preaching and the other guy was too. When they live together, why do men... Okay, in my situation, why do they become more insecure when they live together? Yes.
Scared. In my opinion, I think it would be fear.
I don't know, because I never picked any relationship I've been in. I never picked their phone up and went through their phone.
I don't want to know. I'm like Mario 1.
I'd rather just find out somewhere, But I don't know. I guess I think maybe that man just not mature. Because I mean, if you have to do all that, and I've been in a relationship, but she went through my phone. I just woke up out of a dead sleep, and she already then had a list of all the numbers that she was finna, and if I didn't answer, she calling, and this is like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Like, baby, no, baby, we ain't got to do all of that. You don't trust me.
A lot of times when somebody is going through your phone or going through
Hold up, Go ahead.
Ooh. I did too.
Are you talking to us? She's talking to somebody
It's
else.
a delay. Is it?
Yeah, I think a lot of times
delay.
when somebody is going through your stuff, it's like an insecurity.
Yes. I had my best friend call me and ask me, I had my best friend call me and ask me if something was wrong with me because she said I called her at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah.
You're in an immature
It's
relationship. That's an immature relationship, and it's unhealthy. And if a person wants to pry into your business that much, maybe you should just bow out gracefully because you're not fulfilling a purpose with him calling, or better yet, you're not fulfilling a positive purpose with him going through your phone. What's going to be the end result? It's not going to be good for you or him. But if I were you, I would go ahead and gracefully bow out while it's still safe to some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if somebody's going through your belongings.
I'm no longer in that.
Oh, you got out. That was quick.
Great for you.
Thank you for your call.
I got out too.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you for your call.
What I was attempting to say was, like, if somebody is going through your things, they have an insecurity within themselves, and they might be thinking like, this is what I would be doing, so let me check and see if he's doing this.
Or they may be doing that, but they trying to put it on you. You know, because you know, you hear the old saying is like the one that's doing the accusing is usually the one that's doing the mess.
Okay, so I agree to some extent, but we need someone to call in, or we need to make some statements in regards to how do you remain faithful. How do you remain faithful? Well, I think your foundation is what caused you to remain faithful, and that's where I was with my perspective and my first comment. And then after all that is done during the what they call the dopamine stage of the relationship, now I'm not worried about somebody else. If you go out, if you do I trust you. I've built up enough trust within you because I built a solid foundation. So now you can remain faithful easier because you've built a foundation with this person that you've been courting. You've been collecting data. If we just sitting here spending time, wasting time, we're not investing time. Let's invest time with each other. Period. Gotcha. Go ahead. We're talking about resolution, but you know we going off topic. But
no, wait, not everything.
Let's come with some resolution. How do you remain solid?
Can you let other people say?
Yeah. No,
you might get some resolution if you.
Well, I feel like my words are priceless, and I hope you never have to pay for them.
The ones you're spitting out, I don't think I would invest.
They're Pollaseedz.
Have you ever had an empty? Have you ever had an empty policy?
You already had
an empty seal.
Right? Yeah, no seed.
No seed in it.
Okay. They got me on that one.
A resolution is you have to want to. You have to want to. It starts with that, and it gets, like I said in the very beginning, it comes to people in different stages of life.
Right. Hey, caller. That's music.
Yeah. We got another caller. Thank you. State your name, your question, and your comment, please.
Hey guys, it's Takasha. So the way you continue to remain faithful is just by doing what you're supposed to do. You have that trust within yourself. It starts with you first.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yes. It starts with you first. As far as just going through the phones and being sneaky and being deceptive, it's not necessary. If you've got to do all of that, then you don't need to be in that relationship. You've got insecurities within your own self.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good, Takasha.
All right.
And straight
Thank you very much for calling in.
Thank you for your support.
Next caller. Well, go ahead.
Next caller.
You're about to say something.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's going
on?
on?
Thank you for calling in. Please state your name, your comment, or your question.
Yeah. Trev, this is your homeboy in Atlanta, Georgia, Bruce, man. What's up, man?
Bruce, what's up, man, from Atlanta? We got a phone call from Atlanta.
Yeah. He did say that.
Yeah. This topic, I've been watching you online, man. Y'all brothers are doing a hell of a job. Why is not anybody talking about communication? I know, Trev, you talked about it initially, but why are, as far as men and women, not communicating to their partners what they want? I mean, nobody's talked about that. I mean, if you can put that out there and just ask, like, if there's something you're missing from your other partner, why not ask for it?
Right, Bruce. Right,
do some other stuff like that. Just,
That was the very first thing that I said. Effective communication is the glue that holds any relationship together.
I don't think so.
But yeah, communication is very important.
It's desire that holds it together. If I don't desire, I don't care how much I communicate.
Okay, well, we got a gumbo going on then. Because
I gotta have a desire. I gotta have a yearning for this person for me to even want to be with them.
Yeah.
You know.
But there's different. Go ahead.
But look, we have 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Bruce, thank you, man, for your call.
I see part 2 coming on.
I knew this was gonna be a segment.
I see a part 2 coming on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got another phone call. Please state your name.
Let me finish the talk. What I was
heard music. Sorry.
That was Irv trying to talk.
Yeah, that was me. I sound like a phone. Thank y'all for calling in. We had a very dope discussion tonight. Something very needed. You know what I mean? Closing comments, man.
Man.
Start with you, Kev.
I just think that it's a part 2, man, because I think people at the last minute, last few minutes, people started calling in and giving us an insight. But man, just if you're not ready, don't waste nobody's time.
Don't waste nobody's time.
If you're not ready.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, closing, if you want to check out some of our previous podcasts and pictures and videos, check our site out, www.Spittin Pollaseedz, that's SPITTNPOLLASEEDZ.com.
I would like to say before you jump into a relationship, don't jump into a relationship. You'll end up falling in love. Tell you what, go ahead. I recommend highly that you court a person first, get to know them, their understanding, find a pattern, see a pattern, understand it. And if a person tells you who they are, if you don't want to accept that, don't accept it, just move on. But if there's something that you can deal with, I think personally, because we all have issues, if you can, love the hell out of that person, because we all got a little bit of hell in us.
I think really, I'm a hold to my guns. You gotta get in a relationship with somebody you want to be with, and that person has to want to be with you equally or more. You know what I mean? I always look for somebody that I'm enthralled by, that I want to be and learn more about. And then I can go into dating them and courting them. But just because a woman wants to be in a relationship does not make me want to be in a relationship. I always looked at it, and I was taught this: a woman wants to be with a man that other women want to be with, and the other guys want to be. So if she's not invested in you like that, there's no reason for me to invest in her.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We're back next week, next Wednesday.
I'm sure this is probably going to be a full series, at least for 2 more shows.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome week next week, y'all.
Thanks for the support.
Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience, and hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated, from the west where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thoughts so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help us show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spittin Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spittin Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spittin Pollaseedz. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often.